Something extraordinary is unfolding right now in Israel, yet the major news outlets are pretending as if nothing is happening. Above the skies of Jerusalem, a phenomenon is taking place that has startled thousands. People are rushing into the streets with their phones lifted high, trying to capture something that simply cannot be explained by natural laws. My friend, what I'm about to describe to you will send shivers down your spine. Picture yourself walking through the ancient, narrow pathways of Jerusalem, the same streets prophets once walked, then raising your eyes toward the heavens and witnessing something that looks exactly like the visions described thousands of years ago. Now imagine the atmosphere charged with emotion, the tension in the air thick enough to touch. As people begin to realize they are witnessing something biblical, something prophetic, something that feels like a divine message written across the sky, reports are pouring in from every corner of the country, from Tel Aviv to Haifa, from the Galilee all the way down to the Negev, and especially concentrated above the old city of Jerusalem. People are witnessing strange activity in the atmosphere, flashes of brilliant light, unusual cloud structures, and sky formations that defy explanation. Some are saying it looks as if the sky itself is splitting open. Religious leaders across the country are sounding alarms. Rabbis are gathering in emergency discussions. Christian pastors are calling congregations together. Even secular scientists are baffled, unable to provide a rational explanation for what is being seen. And yet, the most astonishing part is not the visuals, it's the timing. Do you understand the prophetic weight of this moment? The spiritual atmosphere of Israel right now is unlike anything in recent history. Rising geopolitical pressure, a global spiritual shaking, and the miracle of a scattered people returning to their homeland after 2,000 years. Nothing God does over Israel is random. Every time the heavens have opened over the Holy Land throughout Scripture, something monumental followed, something that shaped human history forever. Think about it. When did the heavens open in the Bible? At creation, during the flood. At Mount Sinai, when God descended in fire and smoke. At the baptism of Jesus, when the Spirit came down like a dove. At the martyrdom of Stephen, when he saw Jesus standing at the right hand of God. At Paul's encounter on the Damascus Road. And again in Revelation, when John saw heaven open and witnessed the final unfolding of God's plan. Do you see the pattern? But there is something even more remarkable happening right now, something that links ancient prophecy directly to the signs appearing in Israel today. Something the mainstream media refuses to touch because they cannot comprehend the prophetic meaning of what is happening. Eyewitnesses describe scenes that are stirring hearts across Israel, people crying openly not out of fear, but from overwhelming awe. Soldiers freezing in place as if struck by a presence they can't put into words. Secular men and women suddenly recalling prayers they haven't spoken since childhood. Tour guides abandoning their routes, standing silently with their groups. Orthodox Jews dancing in the streets. Christians lifting their hands in worship. One witness said it felt as though the barrier between heaven and earth had become incredibly thin, like you could reach out and touch eternity. Another said, "I've lived in Jerusalem my entire life, and never have I felt God's presence so strongly. It's like the ancient stones are waking up." Some may wonder, is this real? Is this just hype? But my friend, what you are about to learn proves not only that it is real, but that it directly aligns with specific biblical prophecies written thousands of years ago, prophecies intended for the final generation. If you want to truly understand what is happening, stay with me until the end, because the revelations connected to these events will change how you see everything occurring in our world. What's happening is not just about Israel. It's about us. It's about the times we're living in. It's about prophecies unfolding in real time. Are you ready to understand what the opening of the heavens over Israel really means? Now watch how Joel's prophecy connects directly with Jesus' words in Luke 21:25-28, where he described signs in the sun, moon, and stars, turmoil among nations, and people fainting from fear as the powers of the heavens shake. And then he said something powerful. When these things begin to happen, stand up and lift your heads, because your redemption is near. Do you see how the signs in the sky are not random? They are a prophetic announcement. Go deeper with me to Ezekiel 1. Ezekiel saw the heavens open and witnessed visions of God while Israel was in exile. His entire ministry centered around one theme, the restoration of Israel. And now, for the first time in 2,000 years, we are living in the generation that has witnessed Israel restored, a nation reborn, Jerusalem restored, prophecies fulfilled. When Ezekiel saw the heavens open, it foreshadowed the return of Israel. Now the heavens are opening again over modern Israel, announcing something even greater. Isaiah 64:1 is the cry of the prophets. Oh, that you would rend the heavens and come down. The word rend means to tear open. This same tearing happened at Jesus' baptism, marking the beginning of his ministry, and again at his death when the veil in the temple ripped in two. Heaven was literally torn open as God began a new work both times. Now, above the land where Jesus walked, died, and rose again, the heavens appear to be opening once more. My friend, if this message is stirring something inside you, that's not an accident. The Spirit is speaking. God is calling. This is not just information, it's an invitation. You must hear the rest. Because when heaven opens above Israel, the entire world is affected. Israel is God's prophetic timepiece. The pace of fulfillment accelerates every time a sign appears there. Throughout history, every moment when heaven visibly opened marked a shift in God's plan. Creation, judgment, covenant, ministry, redemption, revelation. So what does it mean when the heavens open now, after Israel's restoration, after Jerusalem has returned to its people, after 2,000 years of waiting? It means we are approaching the next major event in God's prophetic timeline. Jesus connected this directly to Israel in Matthew 24, when he told us to learn from the fig tree, a symbol of Israel. When the fig tree blossoms and comes alive again, you will know that he is near, at the very gates. And he said something absolutely staggering. This generation will not pass away until all these things take place. We are that generation. We are the ones who saw the fig tree Israel come back to life. And now, above that same nation, the sky is revealing signs. Joel 2 says everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. That means this is not just a sign for Israel, it's a call to the entire world, a call to you. Because when God moves in Israel, he is inviting humanity to respond. The heavens opening is not spectacle, it is mercy, it is warning, it is invitation. So let me ask you personally, where do you stand right now? Are you ready? Are you awake? Have you surrendered your life to Jesus? Are you living for him or drifting in distraction? When Noah warned of the coming flood, people ignored him until rain started falling, but by then it was too late. When Lot warned Sodom, they thought he was joking until fire fell from the sky. When Jesus walked through Jerusalem, the city failed to recognize its hour until destruction came. My friend, I'm not trying to frighten you, I'm trying to wake you up. The opening of the heavens above Israel is not entertainment. It is a divine alarm. If you have never given your life to Jesus, now is the time, not next week. Not later, today. And if you're a believer who has grown spiritually sleepy, it's time to wake up. You have an assignment. You are not meant to be a silent spectator. You are a watchman for this hour. You are meant to sound the alarm, to share the message, to warn and encourage those around you. Share this message widely, not for views, but because lives may depend on it. When God gives signs in the heavens, he expects his people to speak. Ezekiel was told that if he failed to warn others, their blood would be on his hands. You and I are watchmen now. When the heavens are opening over Israel, the world must know. The signs are appearing, prophecy is unfolding, time is short. The heavens are opening. And the question is, what will you do with this moment?